Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, today's high is going to be 85, partly cloudy, and it looks like a very nice morning out there. I think we got rain last night because everything's wet, so I don't think I'm going to have to water. It depends on how much rain we had. I have to go out and look at my containers and see if they're getting dry. So today, I think I'm going to stay home. I don't have any plans to go out. Yesterday, my daughter and I and my granddaughter, we went to a little art show. Well, it wasn't really an art show. It was more like a vendors selling different things, and oh my, a storm blew in and everything started to blow away, and I got a little footage of it, and I'll insert that here in the video. But that was actually yesterday, not today. But it was fun anyway. They had some interesting things, but not too many vendors. I didn't buy anything. There was nothing there that I needed or wanted. So, actually, I have most of the things that they were selling here, right here in my own house. So, enough is enough, right? Okay. So, let's have some coffee this morning. All right. Chocolate creamer, because you guys know I like it. So I need to get back to the decluttering of the bedroom anyway. Get that done. August 1st, I have the donation people coming again, and I don't really have anything for them yet. So, and I know our local animal shelter, no-kill animal shelter, they're looking for blankets and towels and those sorts of things to take care of the dogs. So I may even get some of those things together and drive those over there. That's somewhere where I actually have to take it, but we'll see. And actually, we have a shelter right here too, in the city. So I think I may just take them there because they can always use those things too. So, all right, cheers. Ooh, that's hot this morning, but it's very good. So, lots to do. I took a chill day yesterday. Went and had brunch with my daughter. I took a lot of the things, I took the food that I had over there. It was all things that we both like, and we really had a nice, enjoyable brunch. She works from home, so she can take her lunch hour, and I can go over there and sometimes have coffee with her and have lunch. So anyway, that's going to be my day today. I don't know yet. I have to sit down and write my morning pages. And that's sometimes where I decide what I'm going to do for the day while I'm writing the morning pages. So I will meet you at the budget book, and I'll let you know how that's going, because it's almost the end of the month, and I want to see how I did. But not today. I'll wait till the end of the month. All right, well, here we are back at my budget book, and yesterday I did not spend any more money. In fact, I put some into savings. I do have a savings account that from my bank, and I do that all online too. It's nice that you can make several different savings accounts on the same app. At least that's the way it is with my bank. And then I can just transfer funds from one to the other. Sometimes I need to put it in my bill pay account. Sometimes I can take money out of the bill pay account and put it into the savings. So it makes it very handy. I had a vacation one. I got rid of that because I really don't need to go anywhere on vacation. If I wanted to, I could put the money away and do that. So it's not like I'm depriving myself of a vacation, but I'm a homebody and I really don't need to go to a destination to have a vacation. I don't like traveling anymore. I did a lot of traveling when I was younger. I've been to Europe, to Germany mostly, but I've been to Germany and Spain and Yugoslavia and where else have I been in Europe? We took the train from, my uncle was Serbian and my aunt German. So she went to visit his family in Yugoslavia, and we took the train all the way from Cologne to Belgrade. And that was a beautiful, beautiful train trip. And that's why I think I enjoy traveling by train. That was always nice. I wouldn't mind going on a train trip somewhere like, maybe out in California where they have the wine, the Sonoma Valley train. And we actually have a train that runs here. It's just a short trip in the metro parks, but I've been on that too, and the 1 year where I went was very nice. You could see the eagles' nests, and that was interesting. So I do like to travel by train. I think that's a lot of fun. But there's really nowhere that I want to go at this point in time. On my bucket list, I do want to see the Northern Lights. I wish they would. Sometimes they do come as far south here as Ohio, but if I can't really see them from my house because there's too many trees. But and you would think all the time that I spent at the lake that I would have seen them, but nope, didn't happen because there's clear view there. But anyway, I would like to see the Northern Lights. And I don't know, I kind of always wanted to go to Fiji. That's always been fascinating to me, but that's a very, very long trip. So that's kind of lost its glamour and appeal. So I really have no desire to travel. I've been on cruises to the Bahamas and to the Virgin Islands, and I've been to Mexico. Went on a motorcycle trip to South Carolina and back. So I've had a lot of traveling, a lot of fun. I don't feel like I missed out on anything. So my bucket list is not very long. I've done most of the things that I wanted to do in my life. So, but you never know, there may be new things that pop up on the bucket list. That always happens as long as we're living and breathing. We always have desires. And that's fine. And if that ever happens, then, maybe I'll put the money aside and go ahead and do it. But right now I have no desire to do that. So anyway, that's my month so far. I can't believe we're already 7 months into 2023, almost 8 months in. But, time flies. That's why it's important to do what's important to you. And if travel is on your list, then try and find ways to get that done. So, all right, I'm going to insert that clip from yesterday. It's just a short one from when we were at the little craft fair. So, yeah, it got pretty windy. All right, I'll be back. So, we're here in Berea, and look at these bad boys coming up. So, it's just a little vendor. This is my daughter, and it's just small. And my granddaughter is getting a boba. Hi.
Hi.
So I'm afraid these people are going to have to take down their things because the wind is picking up like crazy. So, oh yeah. It's beautiful here. This is Coe Lake. And we kind of decided at the last minute just to go and see what they have. They didn't have a whole lot, but it was fun. So, okay, this is what we're doing today. And boy, that wind is really kicking up now. Oh, here it comes. Blowing away. Oh, no. Oh, that's a shame. It is a shame. Oh, okay. Come on, girls. Let's hit it. Yeah. Well, that was our little adventure yesterday. Boy, that wind really kicked. I felt bad for those vendors there because the show was, I think, from 4 to 8, and the wind blew in about 5:30. So, yeah, it was it was like, whoo! But then it died down again. It was a whole lot of nothing. It was a nothing burger. But then it did rain, but we didn't have severe thunderstorms or anything like that. They may have had them elsewhere, but around my little area they didn't. So I used to go to vendor shows. I have the tables and the tent and all that stuff, and that's a lot of work. It's getting that all set up and dragging all your paraphernalia with you, and yeah, it really got to the point where it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. So, and at this point I couldn't even do it because I don't have a van or an RV that I could load all my stuff into. My little tiny car, that doesn't hold anything. I could always put the back seat down, but I'd have to put the top down, and if the weather isn't that great. But anyway, I don't do that anymore. I used to sell my art and my jewelry that way, and I've gone to several art shows, and I always did pretty well. But I stopped doing that. I got busy or something. I don't even remember why I stopped doing it, but I don't know. Someday I may start selling things online again. I had my own website at one point, but getting even noticed in the search is very difficult. So I stopped doing that because you have to pay for the website. I did my own website. I did a little bit of web design in when I took it in college. I was already older. But originally I had gone to school for computer studies. So, but then I switched to nursing, but I still continued to take computer classes. So at one point I was very computer literate. I even built a desktop computer, with all the components at one point. But that was a long time ago. I couldn't do it again. I'd have no idea what to do because you have to mesh up the software with the hardware, and it's complicated. So, and but I'm glad I did take all those classes. But now I just want to do simple things. Get on my computer, watch some YouTube, maybe watch a couple of shows on the different apps that I have. So I want to simplify everything. But at some point, I don't know, I may sell things on Amazon. Amazon has a place for sellers where you can sell your wares, or you can sell on Marketplace or Etsy, or there's other venues that you can sell your own things. But right now I'm more focused on getting my home downsized rather than a lot of the other things. But once I feel like I'm satisfied with my downsizing, I may just take up my hobbies again. That's why I don't want to get rid of those yet. I don't want to be hasty in getting rid of things that I might enjoy down the road. So, but you know, then there's other hobbies that I know I'll probably never do anything with, but we'll see. That's like going to be the last thing that I'm going to declutter is my hobbies, because right now, you know, they're sitting there, they're organized. It's not like they're all over the place. I have it very well organized. And, you know, one of these days I might just pull out my paints and start painting again. I haven't gone to the watercolor class that I had gone to once because I felt like my medium to paint with is mainly oils or acrylics. But with the watercolor, it's so totally different. And a lot of the people that were in that class, it's a $5 class that for seniors. So, but a lot of people that were in that class have been in the class for quite a while. And I just kind of felt lost. So I need to do a little bit of painting lessons here at home. I know there's a ton of YouTube tutorials. I have DVDs that I can use. So once I do that, I might go back to the class, or I might decide, you know, I can learn enough just doing it in the comfort of my own home. So, but the thing I like about the watercolor is it's easy to clean up. That's the one thing I don't like about oils, is you have to clean up with chemicals, and then you have to wash your brushes, and you have to be very proactive with doing that, because if you don't, it ruins your brushes. You know, as soon as the paint gets hard, you can throw that brush away. But anyway, so I'm going to get to it, maybe do a little decluttering up in that bedroom and go outside. I have some things that I want to stick in a pot. I think I might just stick everything in one pot. I have some petunias, some coleus, some celery that I winter sowed. What else? I think that's it. And I might just try and find a pot that's big enough and stick everything in one pot, just to make it a little neater. So, all right, always a project. I don't know how I can think of all these things to do. Are you that way? Leave me a comment below and let me know, you know, do you make yourself more work than you should? I know I do. All right, well, cheers. I'm going to finish my coffee and write my morning pages and decide what I'm going to do for the day. So I'll be back. Well, I'm doing some laundry. That's the noise in the background. And I have a couple different projects I want to work on today. I want to finish cleaning up the dining room. Now the microwave is going to stay there until I get the fella over to install it for me. Still on the fence about that, if I want to use this one or save up some money and buy a new one, but I don't know, with the new window and the roof, I may just go ahead and settle for this one. So I need to clean up all this stuff, get my bokashi stuff into the composter outside, and then I have all these little things that I need to do something with. So I'm hoping to get this all cleaned up and put away today. If it doesn't have a spot, then I will donate it. So, okay, all my painting stuff is going to stay there because it's still my hope that I can pull this stuff out every now and then, go over by the window over there and do some painting. That would be nice. So, all right, that is my little project for today, and I still do want to do some things up in the other bedroom. Well, all right, I was working on that on my dining room. It took me, of course, way longer than what I anticipated. It always does. So now it's time for a break, have some dinner. I'm just going to have a nice salad with an egg. And I had a little ultimate chicken tender left, so I'm going to put that in the salad too and just make a nice mixed salad. So that'll be dinner, and then I'll call it good. I'll call it a day because my back is hurting again. So anyway, let me show you what I got done. Well, all right, I finally got most of this stuff put away. Like I said, the microwave needs to stay there until I can get the fellow over to install it. But I got all the stuff put away from the table, and I redid this little thing here, put some little plants in there and some candles just for something different. And this is a battery operated candle. It's one of those flicker ones, and it just so happens to match the tablecloth, the colors. And then over here I reorganized my art place here a little bit. I had these baskets that came as a whole set, and I use them for various things, but now my art supplies are in there, so it looks much neater than it was before. And Bob guards my art supplies, so there we go. It's getting there, but I still have to clean the floor, so I'll do that tomorrow because right now my back is hurting. And I had planned to do a little work in my guest room slash art room, but I didn't even get to that. It literally took me all day to get this done. So anyway, I'm glad that's done now. I need to finish cleaning up the kitchen and the laundry room because that's always needing to be cleaned. But at least this room looks decent now. So if I get company, I won't have to be embarrassed. So, okay, another task done. Well, so when I was cleaning the dining room, I had the bokashi bucket in there, and it's been needing to be emptied. I didn't fill it up, let's put it that way. And I've come to the conclusion it's more trouble than it's worth. I'm not using that, at least not now. The only thing I'm going to use is my composter, and my outside composter. I'll use that every now and then when I'm cleaning up the yard stuff. But I've already said, I want my son to take my worms, so I'm cutting way back on my composting and all that stuff. It's just too much. I want to simplify that too. So I did empty the bokashi into the big composter out there. I have no idea how that's going to work out. About two or 3 years ago, I used a lot of the compost out of my composter, and I ended up with so many fungus gnats. This was outside. So many fungus gnats. Nothing grew because the little larvae, they eat the roots of your veggies and stuff. So I think eventually I want to get rid of that too. my composter isn't in the sun where it should be, but I don't have a place that's sunny that I can put the composter, so I think I'm going to work on getting rid of that too and just use my I-Do and make my fertilizer, because I put that on all my little raised beds, well, my city picker boxes this year, and everything is doing phenomenally. Now I also put worm castings in there, but you know, for all the work that it is doing your own worm castings, I'm just going to buy it like I have in the past and just spend the extra money on buying worm castings and maybe some fertilizer. That's what I used this year, those three things. And I think I always get them confused, the vermiculite or the perlite. I think it's perlite I use, the one that's white. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do next year too. I have to cut back on my gardening stuff. And composting, not composting all these systems, is going to help a lot with that. So all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I feel like I got it, like it was a productive day. Even though I didn't get as much done as I was hoping to, tomorrow is another day. So all right, my friends, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.